Hey folks, how you doing? This is Ken McGowan, amateur writer, taking a little time away from writing to play some Fallout 76. And like it says in the description, feeling a little, maybe, contemplative today. Just gonna do some of the usual things, gonna go around, do the usual dailies, but gonna be reflecting a little bit on, like, where is this stream going to go? It's been kind of up and down. It's been consuming a lot of time lately. It's probably good to kind of check in and reflect on, like is it really doing what I want to do? So, take our time with that, though. Let's go ahead and get the day going. And turn this down. Well, that's turning it down, like, a little too much, too quick. Oh, well. Good enough. And there we go. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Streaming with a mask today, so it's going to be a little bit more muffled, but yeah, hoping it's coming through. How's your day going? How's your weekend been? Beautiful day around here. Started out cloudy. Had a really nice kind of a low-key sunny day in the middle. Back to clouds, so it looks like rain is coming on. Couldn't ask for more. Autumn weather coming on. Favorite time of year, so looking forward to it. Alright, let's do a quick check. All the usuals. Perk checked, which is a good thing. Put on Bloody Mess, and I think that's it. Yeah, go ahead and leave Green Thumb on there. I don't think it hurts. So I'm going to do one quick change here. I'm going to take off those and put on the Shotgunner perks. And I've got 2 points. So I've got a, let's see. Let's do this a little different. We're going to take Master Shotgunner, get rid of that. Put on Shotgunner. And then I need a 2-point Master Shotgunner. So I'm going to scrap that one. And we'll go get another one. The reason being, I've got 2 more points available to use, not 3 yet. So let's see. I'm going to filter down to Strength. Maybe. There we go. Go to Master Shotgunner. There we go. And get 2 of those. And then we'll put that on there. So the reason for doing this, got a new shotgun the other day. It's basically a better version of the one I already had, but I wanted to see how things go. One significant improvement is much higher fire rate. So 176 damage a shot plus an improved fire rate. This should be really interesting. Let's go give it a try. And to that end, let's kind of check out the dailies. What are we doing for the challenges? Choose some bubblegum. Okay. Let's see. All standard stuff. Kill a Deathclaw. Legendary and level up. Deathclaws, bubblegum. Other than that, just kind of play the game, it looks like. Looks like we have to kill a legendary, but hopefully that'll happen along the way anyway. Alright, let's go try out that shotgun on a Deathclaw. So this is one I need to do at some point too, this Radiation Rumble. That requires special armor though, so I'm not going to do that quite yet. Oh, I haven't put on all my gear. Silly me. Alright, need the under armor, all that. Okay. Check. That's fine. Now, let's fast travel over there. And it looks like someone else is right there. It's a problem with days like this, is you get everyone going after the Deathclaws. There are only like 3 of them I know of on the map. Other ones show up at random, but there are only 3 I know of with fairly reliable locations. 4, actually. There are 4. It's one I always forget about. That's the wrong way. Whee! Come on. Did they already kill it? You already killed it. Darn it. Fine. Alright, let's go look for one of the other ones. The other ones, I don't know that the shotgun's going to be the best option for the other ones, honestly. We'll give it a try. Make sure I actually have the shotgun ready. There he is. Not doing too bad. Reload quickly. Whoop. Oh, jeez. Getting there. Not bad for a level. Oh, I'm just about dead. Okay, technically didn't die while taking it down with a shotgun, so that's good. Sure, we'll just take everything. Didn't help that he was there in the background. Alright, there's one. What is going on here? Oh, Mario Ford. No, thank you. I think these, this one at least I think is new. Tried that the other day. Typical sort of go and sit there and protect one thing while it's trying to do a job, protect it from all the scorch showing up. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go to Hopewell Cave. This is the toughest one. Definitely not going to try using the shotgun here. I think it would just be Death Wish. See if anyone else has beat me to it. Sometimes, every once in a while, you run into two of them here. I guess that's about the same as the other one, right? Yeah. Jeez. Can't see a thing. There we go. Jeez. Scorch beasts everywhere today. Wow. Come on. Oh, come on. Cut me some slack. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, there's probably some meat to cook too. Let's do that. That probably came from the Deathclaw. The glowing meat can come from humanoid things too, so you gotta be careful. All right, one more. This one is going to reset before too long, but I think instead of just trying to wait that out, we will head here, go up into the hills. So yeah, I've been talking a lot lately about how the stream is taking a lot more time than I had originally intended. It's a lot of fun to do. That's why I keep coming back to it. I think this is the third or fourth round of doing some kind of stream overall, where originally it was PDX KCM and then it was 10 Ton Noggin. It was back to PDX KCM for a little bit, and now it's just under my real life name. And I keep coming back to it just because it's just casually kind of fun. If I'm done, I play these games anyway. If I'm going to be playing them anyway, why not, why not create the possibility of running into some people who like the same game? It's just as easy, honestly, to broadcast it as it is to just play on my own. And broadcasting, there's at least a possibility that, like I said, someone will come in and we'll start chatting. Yeah, in the past, there have been a couple of folks who stuck around for the long term in the streams that I actually miss talking to on a regular basis. We've kind of gone our own way now. But at the same time, every time I do this, it ends up taking on a life of its own, too. And usually that happens when there's been some burst in viewership. For one reason or another, just all of a sudden there's a big influx of people. And I start thinking, oh, well, what do I want to do with this? Like, what should it be? Also, there's all I've been putting up these, splash screens and graphics for the game for a while now. Those I do just for fun. Personally, I just enjoy making them. In some other life, I may have actually tried my hand at graphic design. I don't think I'd ever, be really tough to make a living at it, but you never know. Who knows what might have happened. But anyway, I enjoy it. I like the way it looks. I think it lends kind of a professional air to the stream, so, why not? But again, that ends up taking more time, too. It's more concerning. The bigger problem is that all these things combine. This idea of getting little bursts in viewership, combined with doing things to try to make the stream look more professional, paying more attention to my banter, Oh, weird. Yeah, new shotgun works really well. It starts to create this sort of expectation. Has a psychological effect of making me think, oh, I need to spend even more time doing this. And that's surprisingly difficult to resist. Take care of some things here. There it is. I know. Sorry. Nothing, huh? That's been happening a lot, too. Anyway, it's surprisingly difficult to resist this idea that maybe the stream's supposed to be something bigger than what I originally set out to do. And then when you don't see the viewership, because it comes and goes. I mean, it even, I have a friend I mention now and then who has many more regular viewers than I do, and a big follower list, and he has also watched the numbers kind of go up and down. He switched formats, I want to say about a year ago, somewhere around there. and was getting like 100 or so people watching on his stream pretty regularly, and then that dropped down to about 20, like a core audience of 20. And it's more complicated than that, but it prompted him to kind of say, okay, well, what am I doing here? Am I doing this for me? Am I doing this for an audience? I think he felt like he was running out of general content for the audience that he had. It was starting to feel repetitive. Anyway, the point is, viewership goes up and down. You know, for larger streamers, medium streamers, people with a little teeny audience like me, it happens. But when you don't have an explicit purpose for the stream, you're not thinking, here's what I'm trying to do, here's my specific goal, you start to, maybe this is just a me thing, but I really don't think so. You start to associate the rise and fall with something intrinsic to you. And there's probably some truth to that, you know. There's probably the idea that, like, some people have a more, shall we say, gregarious nature. They have a personality that's just naturally going to, you know, if they're at a party, you know, they're somewhere in a physical setting with a lot of people, some people will draw a crowd around them and enjoy it. Other people don't want the crowd, or even if they want it, aren't really the sort to kind of draw that sort of attention. Complete an event. Let's see. Choose some bubblegum. We're going to do that one real quick. So in other words, it does depend a little bit on you. What it doesn't depend on is your worth. You know? I don't think we want potato. Oh, I thought I had some gum. It's not under 8, is it? Oh, now I gotta go buy some gum. Maybe I put it in my stash. Let me check. But it can be psychologically maybe not the healthiest of things if you don't have a very clear purpose and you start to associate the followers or lack of followers or the people who unfollow you with yourself in a deeper way than maybe is healthy, right? It's not necessarily a good thing. All right, I think we just leveled up. What do we get? No? Did I just barely touch the edge? It didn't go over? All right. So we need a legendary and an event. Best way to do that is with leader of the pack, which is not going right now. No, we're not doing that one. So that's kind of where I am right now. Is I'm starting to feel that sort of that inclination to to over associate what's going on with the stream with something to do with myself. So the other reason for starting it though was really because, and the reason for switching from Tenta not into my real name was because as this all nominally has to do with writing. So writers these days, if you want to get your work published, you are expected to build your own audience. Build your own platform, as they say. So if you you have something that you want published and it's making it through the initial stages of, you know, like you actually have someone who can publish it, who's interested in the book, some of the things that are going to affect that are going to be whether or not you already have an established audience for your work. Well, when you're brand new, naturally building that audience is really, really tough. You know, it's a little bit of a catch-22 in that you need the audience to be able to publish, but you need to publish in order to build the audience. So you have to be really creative as to how you do that. So my thought with this was maybe there's an audience out there that overlaps. Yeah. I'll wait till he stops talking here. Whoops. Ooh. Ah, jeez. Wow. What in the heck hit me there? That was unusual. I have to go back and see what that was. Did a super mutant follow me up? What in the world hit me that hard? Is it you? You're too far away. There we go. That was nasty. Oh, nice. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, I started looking at this as a means of, just experimenting with things, trying out to see if there's any possibility for overlap between, like I'm doing it anyway. I play games to relax. You have to get your name out there in general anyway. Find different ways to build audience. I figured, why not try? Ooh, man, I'm getting hammered again. What is going on today? Time to do another perk check here. Go away. Jeez, nowhere to hide. Oh, there's an event going on now. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Guess we're doing this. A little bit more than I planned, but that's okay. It'll be some experience. So admittedly, the idea of finding an overlap audience between writing and authorship and literature and Twitch seems like a long shot, right? And it is. It absolutely is. But it's also a cheap long shot. In other words, it costs next to nothing to actually do it. So why not? Like, it's fun. And weirder things have happened, and I've actually seen some authors doing this. Now, this wouldn't be their sort of primary source, or their primary means of reaching out to an audience, but, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So, sorry, I've got too many things going on here. Give me a sec. I knew that was... Oh, hate it when they run it behind you and smack you. It's just annoying. Stimpack and Med-X. Did the Med-X go? There we go. Seems like no one else is coming around to do this event either. That also does not help. Let's go in here. Woof. Alright, there's a little bit too much going on all at once right now for me to maintain coherent thought train, so let me do this first. Oh, that guy. He needs to shut up about the turrets. Switching guns. There we go. Sudden burst of health and energy. And a tighter beam. Nice. Probably going to lose this event. Just really tough to do this one on your own. It's just too much going on. Watch him splatter. He's not going anywhere. Or maybe he is. Next guy in line. Wow, it's taking a while. Oh, you know what the problem is? Oh, geez, forgot. This is going to take a minute. There we go. We got all that. Bloody Mess is on. Ironclad's on. Okay. Yep, failed. Too bad. That's okay. We'll use it for the experience. That's more like it. That was the problem with using the heavy guns. They didn't have the heavy gun bonuses on. Amazing how big a difference that makes. Hear the suicider over there somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Oh, he went into the building. Where is he? You have to come back out if you want me to get you. There he is. What you hiding for? Yeah, Sundays have been a little slow lately. There aren't that many people around, so I think it's going to be tougher to get enough people for some of the events today. But again, that's okay. Alright, complete. Still got to complete an event since that one failed. What else to do? Not a lot right now. Just not a lot going on in general. Alright, let's go back here. We'll unload. Get ready for whatever comes next. So anyway, yeah. So writing is the main thing. I thought, you know what? Like I said, it's easy to do. May as well give it a try. I've got the little auto comments that pop up now and then that try to, you know, say kind of what the channel's about, the name of the streams, the not writing, you know. But it's writing themed. Well, it's like, okay, well, you know what? We'll just see if anyone shows up. And some people do. What's the funny thing is, it used to be like on the 10 Ton Noggin stream, there were a couple people who regularly watched that one that, yeah, we talked books all the time. Books, writing, fan fiction, whatever. Got all the junk items, weapons. Get rid of all those. But it's not like it's not the primary audience, definitely. But you know, those people are out there. There is overlap, but it can be tough to find. Let's see. I don't think there's anything there to deal with. Nope. But I've gotten into kind of a bad spot again. It's taking too much time. It's not connecting with the. It's not really meeting the original goals that I set out. So, you know, it begs the question, what do you do? Keep doing it? Try a different angle? And the answer is pretty straightforward. The answer is, it's going to pay off a lot more in the long run to produce more writing. This should be an offshoot. This shouldn't be the main thing. In fact, working on getting maybe some short stories published, that sort of thing, would go a hell of a lot further to helping out. Because that also gives me something to talk about here. So between these sort of potentially negative psychological effects of doing this, without a really clear purpose, just the way things go, not connecting with the audience that I'm looking for, really does beg the question, is this time well spent? Maybe it would be better to drop all the polish, all the graphics and everything that I take time doing. Oh, bummer. And literally just if I happen to play a game and start it up and comment a little bit, great. But that really, honestly, that doesn't work either. Because it ends up becoming kind of a temptation on its own. Like when I quit 10 Ton Noggin, there was a period there for a while where I really was writing a lot more. Not just working on the novel that I'm working on, the novel I'm writing, but also writing short stories. It's keeping things much more focused on what I really want to do long term. So there's all that. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So then I'll need some carrot flowers and some brain fungus. We'll make some mentats. There's some carrot flowers there. So let's say I do this. Let's say that I just stop doing this for a while just so I can get, refocused again. Even if I come back and start doing this again, it begs the question, why? Why do this? If it's really not helping. Because it's interesting to me. The content of the stream has not changed that much since 10 Ton Noggin. But using a character as the sort of the face of the stream versus just me, you get more responses just for the character. It's just kind of the way it is, It gives a sort of a... I don't know. I always kind of suspected that it conveyed a different kind of a tone to people in general. It's probably a little lighter, a little more fun. And I think this is kind of proving that out. Splat. So if I came back and did this at some point, it begs the question, how would I approach it any differently? Is there any version of this that would work the way I want it to work? It comes down to, could I build an audience just with this as it is? If I'm going to say that, it's not casual anymore, this is now part of my, I want to get my writing out there, this is part of that strategy. Would this work for that? And a big part of me wants to say probably not. It's not like the audience doesn't exist at all. But it's such an extreme minority of the overall audience out here that connecting with them is really, really tough. It's a long, long haul to do that. I'm going to see if there are any more carrot flowers around here. I probably have enough, though. Let's go get some brain fungus. And to do that, let's go down here. So I did some, like I've been saying, I've been feeling kind of introspective about it anyway. So I did some soul searching, did some digging the other night to kind of see, like, why do people watch streams at all? Because the truth is, I don't trust that the reason I watch them is the same reason that anyone else watches them. Like, there's a lot of history and a lot of evidence to suggest that that's true. I tend to like things, I think, for different reasons than other folks do. Or I tend to be part of that like small minority audience on a platform that's looking for something kind of unusual or kind of different. Like, there have been, you take some of the bigger names in game, not just streaming, like game videos, streaming, that sort of thing in general. And there have been a few of their, I'm not going to name any in particular because I don't want to make it about that one person. But there may be a couple of their things, like selected clips that I think are, funny or entertaining or whatever. But generally I don't like watching their entire stream, whereas a lot of people do. A lot of people get, a lot of enjoyment out of that. I like things that are introspective. I like things that, like, if I could find a stream that continuously did more like good critical analysis of games or narrative, or that's more right up my alley. So I can't look at what I like in streams and say, you know what, lots and lots of people are going to like this sort of thing. It's just not true. I don't think that's ever going to be true. So if you're looking to connect with people, if you're trying to build an audience, what do you look for, So I just did a little light homework the other night and asking that question, like, why do people watch at all? Why do people watch streams? Never mind why I might watch them, never mind why, whatever I like. Generally speaking, why do people watch them? And it seemed like things fit into one of a very limited number of very broad categories. Is that the cow, or is that something about to attack the cow? That is the cow. She's just wandered too far off. And let's put on the chemist perk here. Oh, actually, it's probably already on. We got the chemist perk. Let's put on super duper. Good to go. Cool. Anything else? Still low on acid, so I can't do much of anything there. Whoops. No. There we go. Let's go around this way. Oh, come on. There we go. I have anything else to go in here. think we're good. Okay. And it's... What do we got now? Kill a legendary. Complete an event. What are we doing up here? Probably not going to be a legendary in that one anymore. You have to get the... It's not the Wolf Horde. It's the other events that go along with that. Where to find a legendary something? Let's do that one real quick. That's an easy one. Come on. Do it. Reload. What in the world was that? Oh. Tries to loop around to shoot me here. There we go. Cool. Easy enough. What was that? No. I'll check this out. We'll see. Maybe there will be a legendary there. But yeah, people, it seems, tend to, aside from niche people with niche interests like mine, they tend to watch streams for a limited number of reasons. They watch for entertainment, right? You got Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and people who are basically, you know, tends to be oriented around comedy. They're entertainers, probably in the most classic sense. Not to say they don't also have content that kind of ticks the other boxes, but that's, by and large, one of the main reasons that people watch. That was interesting. I've never seen them actually, like, looked like he was kind of leaning down for a drink or something. I think I see what that is. I'm going to go check that out. And I hear yet another Scorch Beast. What is with all the Scorch Beasts today? Weird. Or they watch because the person streaming is an authority on something. You know, they're an expert on something. A lot of the time it'll be, you know, they're an authority or an expert on the game they're playing. So you've got people like Ninja, who is also probably, you know, fits into the entertainer camp, but he's also really, really good at what he's playing. You get people who are offering tips and strategy. They're the ones you watch because it's really fun to watch people who are really good at a thing, right? And then you have people who are just, it's all about the particular game that they're playing. They absolutely love the game. They're part of a community that loves the game, and people watch them to love the game together. Or whatever it is. Maybe it's not a game, but a lot of the time it's a game. Yeah, what is with... We got Scorch Beasts showing up in places they normally don't ever show up. What is going on here? Ah. Speaking of being really, really good at a thing, yeah, that was not that. Oh, Kill the Wolf. I forgot I was doing that. Totally forgot about the event itself. Let's go over here now. So you have some people that call it, let's say, their personalities, but to me that kind of falls in the entertainment camp, right? They could play any number of games, and people are going to watch them because they themselves are just kind of fun to watch for whatever reason. And then you have this other thing that is kind of, all those things could probably describe, like TV personalities and that kind of thing too. You have shows that are based on people being experts on things. You have entertainers, etc., etc. Streaming has another one that's unique to streaming, which is kind of interesting. And that's it. You have some people who are there for something almost like personal validation, right? They're there because the streamer is really good at connecting with the audience. It's really loud. Hold on. The streamer's really... unlike this again. Right in the face. I don't think there are any legendaries in there at all. Kill a legendary, still there, yeah. It's weird to me. So the Wolf Horde one shows up. It's like the 4th event in a row, or I guess the 4th wolf that you have to kill in a row. The other 3 are all legendary. That one is not. But go figure. What's that now? Surface to air. Yeah, why not? Maybe we'll find a legendary down there. But yeah, so streaming, you get some people who they connect with their audience in a way that makes them feel seen. They have things set up on their channels so that people can participate. They can make themselves seen. They can make their voice heard. And yeah, streaming is pretty unique in that respect. Get away from me. You too. All of you. Just trying to take my meds here. And a lot of these things, it's funny. It might seem kind of obvious, but at the same time, it seems a little too simple. Like maybe too simple to be true. Or at least it does to me. Like, do those categories really cover most of the reasons that people actually watch streams? And purely anecdotally, yeah, I actually think that they do. I don't know if anyone's actually done any... like any actual studies on this sort of thing. But if you watch enough streams, you get a distinct sense that, yeah, there's probably some truth to that. Let's do that one also. And wait. Great. Brain fungus, carrot flower, canned meat stew. Okay, now don't die. Need that guy to land. Come on down. And so this is nothing official, of course, but all that really lines up with my own experience doing streams of various kinds too, Like the periods where I've had the biggest burst in viewers or the most people watching a thing, it really has very neatly fit into one of those categories, surprisingly well. Let's go take care of the gun. Oh, jeez. Always a little bothersome when it gets this chaotic. Like the ground's shaking, everything. Your controls don't work as well. I just want to walk up here, thanks. Okay. And you really need you to come down here. always been the sort of annoying thing about fighting storage beasts is that their method of attack just blinds you for a while. Like that. Oh, there we go. That's it. Oh, server glitch. Oof. Jenkins machine gun. No thanks. Are we good? I think we're good. Anything else? Complete a daily quest. Okay, that's again easy enough. Let's go do that. In fact, I've got the talk to Ward. It's been sitting there for out in the hell. Oh, is this one not done? I thought we were done. Excuse me, sir. Jeez. Good night. Another legendary, huh? Now I'm over encumbered. There you are. I'm at least going to come close to leveling up again. Again, if you could land just for a minute, that would be outstanding. Come on down. Won't take very long at all. Anyone else? Did it seriously just leave? What the heck? Oh well, I guess we're done. You went home for the day or something. It's always weird to me when something like Scorch Beast basically runs away from a fight. Alright, see if I can unload some stuff so I can fast travel. So yeah, as I was starting to say, that my own experience has been that, yeah, like, audiences really do seem to line up in those categories. There are always exceptions, there are always combinations, and sometimes you find that rare person who's looking, kind of like me, who's looking for something a little different. By and large, those categories work. So when I was playing, so a lot of the time, playing Fallout 76, some of the more viewed streams are the ones where someone happens to come in and say, hey, how do I blah, blah, blah? How do I X, Y, or Z? And it's like, oh, yeah, sure. And we sit there and we talked about, you can do this, you can do that, here are the different options. This works well, this doesn't. And it turns into a good, like half an hour to an hour long conversation about how to do some specific thing in the game. So people wanting to come in, and it falls kind of under that category of expertise or authority. I'm new at this. I want to... No, I'm not going to move my camp. I'm new at this. I want to figure out how to do it better. You've been playing for a while. There was a stream where there's a technique with grenades in this game. Let me see if I even have any. No, Del Molotov cocktail. We can do that. I don't know if it's going to work. It's been a while, but we'll go ahead and try it. There's this thing you can do. You throw something like that, and you catch it in the air, or you wait till it lands near an enemy. So it gives you the benefit of using grenades, where you get all the damage from the explosion, but then you can kind of, surprisingly well, you can pinpoint what the thing blows up next to. So you turn it in from a, gosh, I hope this bounces around and lands somewhere near a bad guy, to, I want to target that particular thing. Happened to do that without even thinking about it on a stream, and caught someone's eye, and they're like, oh, like, holy crud. And so, did a little tutorial on that. Yeah, so people, like I said, in my experience watching 76, since I'm nothing like an expert, but I've been playing the game long enough, and there are certain things that I think I like, that I like or that I do that other people don't. So for other folks who want to see those things, every once in a while, yeah, there's a little bit of an audience boost from people who are really into 76. 10 ton Auden, there were some viewers who definitely fell in the let's both love Fallout 76 together sort of camp. It's, I love this game, let's just sit around and talk about how awesome the game is. And for me, that's a little problematic, because I don't love it unconditionally. I tend to complain about it quite a bit. And so anyone who comes, with that sort of view in mind is ultimately going to get frustrated pretty quick. Oh. I need to move you, sir. There we go. Stop the beeping. Peace. But it has been at least one reason that some people have watched. But that was also, I think, part of the reason those same people stopped watching after a while, is because, I don't have this sort of undying love for the game. I like it better than a lot of other games out there, but I'm also constantly frustrated by Bethesda's sort of half-hearted take on certain aspects of the game that I really enjoy. I don't know. Have I ever been here? Where am I? I don't think I've ever seen this. Cool. Kind of a nice spot. I wonder how deep that is. Hello again. Server glitch. My most viewed video ever was the last half hour of play of the Tomorrow Children. And that one absolutely falls squarely in the I love this game, let's sit and talk about how much we miss it. I mean, I've got, I don't know how many comments on there of people just like, oh, I wish we could still play this. So it kind of falls, again, it's part of that whole, community of some kind of shared affinity, some kind of shared interest. And surprisingly, I've actually picked up a few followers based on, maybe I had a stream where, hello? You guys are moving different today. It looked like you kind of jumped up out of that thing. That's weird. What's going on with that? But yeah, I had a stream where, again, maybe I was feeling a little more energetic, clear-headed, was joking along the way, and actually had some people commenting on that. That one is pretty rare for me. That is not my thing. It happens, but it's generally not my thing. So yeah, there really are. Like if you are a fellow streamer, you're looking to build your audience, it at least pays to kind of reflect on that and ask yourself, where do I excel? What am I really good at here? Which one do I naturally fall into? Which one do I want to try to build up? I think if you focused on specific aspects of those things, you probably have a solid chance of building an audience pretty quickly. Reasonably quickly. I mean, it's still also just dumb luck to a certain degree. You'll hear even established streamers will talk about that they went for years with no one following them, and then blam, like all of a sudden, all at once, all these people jumped on board. Because the weird thing about follows and that kind of thing too is that they tend to be a little viral, right? You get a couple of people who followed, maybe they talked about it, other people jump on board. So one of the we're at the end. One of the things that tends to build up. Oh, interesting. Johnson's Acre. Oh, that's at. Yeah, we're not going all the way up there. But anyway, yeah, one of the things that tends to build followers is other followers, which is, again, catch-22, right? Difficult problem. What was I going to do? I'm gabbing so much, I'm not focusing on that. Let's go ahead and we'll go talk to Walt. So here's the thing. I'm watching my comments, and I'm seeing a bunch of follows right now on Twitch. I bet if I go look, let me go check something here real quick. Yeah. So the number of followers I have overall hasn't changed. So those are people who I don't understand the benefit of it. Put it this way, if any of the people who just followed, if you're actual viewers, you're watching, do me a favor, drop a comment. Put something in there, let me know that you're a person and not a bot who's doing these bot follow things.
Maybe Ward has more drawing paper I can have.
Seems to be a new thing on Twitch. A lot more bot followers.
Someone with the guts to help.
Yeah.
Someone to go. Excellent. I can show you up.
Be funny if the multi-scope in the... Oh, was that it? What was it doing in there? I've never seen that.
I see you have our missing drop.
Dude, you just misplaced it.
You are? That's very generous.
That's hilarious.
Cross your fingers. But if we did, this was our only one. Thanks.
That's weird. Okay. Let's go. I'm here. May as well trade in the treasury notes. There'll be a few anyway. 25. Wow, it's been a while. Still a ways off from... I think I need 2,500 for the next thing I'm trying to get. But anyway, so that followers yields followers things actually happened back when I was playing Mirror's Edge. So Mirror's Edge was another good example of that, like playing the game that people love. You get a community of people around it who... This is especially true for games that are maybe... They have sort of an ardent... I don't want to call it a cult following, but they may have a smaller following, but they're a following of really dedicated people. Just love the game. And so when I was playing, I would get people on there. There's one person in particular who very often was like... they were asking to, like, hey, could we just watch some videos about the game on the stream? And we did. It was kind of fun. And they have I gotta get me one of these. Where do you get these? Where you have both kinds of scrap boxes and you have a workbench inside? Like, that is awesome.
That's the military one.
Yeah, right. But I've still not seen where you get it.
Oh, you have to click it on active on the main menu.
Okay, I'll take a look. But if I have this, I'm switching over right away. Awesome. Okay, well, let's put that to the test. Let's go to the main menu. We'll go to the atomic shop. A very silent atomic shop. And let's go to, would it be Fallout first?
Yeah, it should be in there.
So I've got a raider tent and a settler tent. And that is it.
Huh. I don't know.
I know, right?
Oh.
I feel gypped.
Yeah. I'm very sorry.
Bethesda has pooped on me again. Bummer. Yeah, it wouldn't be anywhere else because you don't get those tents unless you have Fallout first. So, all right. Well, there's the event for the day. So technically, that's all those basic things done. Let's go talk to Biv real quick. I didn't talk to Biv yesterday. I played just long enough to get the dailies, and that was it. I just took them off and was done. So I may have missed a recipe. But anyway, yeah, so playing Catalyst, you know, I tended to find a little bit of an audience that was, oh my gosh, I love this game, and they wanted to talk about how awesome the game was. All those things are fun. All those things are good, you know. Back to the main point, like, if this is about something else, it does kind of beg the question. It's like, either it's just going to be about the stream itself, and I'm going to pick an angle and build on it, really stick with it, like, you know, try to turn myself into some kind of Mirror's Edge Catalyst speedrunner. Ain't gonna happen. Or it's a matter of finding some angle that lines up with... Ooh, someone forgot the medics in here. Nice. Find some kind of angle that lines up with the bigger picture. And I honestly don't know that that's really possible.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is.
Green, walls blue,
Hey, Biv. Hey, Biv. Biv. Hey, Biv.
Don't be shy. Come on over and punch the bag with me.
I'm trying.
Has it been a day already?
Been 2 days.
Everything is changed. I got a good friend, a warm drink, a cozy hideaway. What more could our brain want? A good fuzz tends to make everything look a bit fuzzy. I've been fuzzy so long I tend to think I see things a little clearer now.
Okay, we're testing Old Possum.
Pick up a buzz and go see how your shooting goes. I say be careful not to hurt anybody, but doesn't that sort of defeat the purpose of this test?
Did I ever show you the inside of my Halloween house?
So a big part of the problem ends up being that most of the time, I think, people who use, writers in particular, who use streams, take one particular angle on it, and that is that they present themselves as an expert. So they're offering writing advice in one way or another. I found a couple streams on here, one where it's literally a guy who teaches writing, going through different like writing exercises and live edits, and like it's all writing all the time, no games or anything. You know, so that's why people go there. They're looking for writing advice. And he makes it fun in that you kind of participate in the writing process. So I'm looking at aid. I don't want aid. I want drinks. Yeah, old possum. Right. Plenty of those. I'm going to take 2, just in case. There's another author I was watching who she was doing editing on her current work in progress live. So she literally has like Word open and she's going through and editing her draft, and people are watching and commenting now and then. Kind of a low-key stream, but it worked. Worked really well. I should talk about low-key, right? Kill something with a ranged attack. Easily done. Just find the thing to kill. You're already dead. Ugh, now you're extra dead. So for new writers, even if you are a really awesome writer, if you are unpublished, the problem ends up being, did that count? No, wait a minute. That should have counted. It's a ranged attack. There we go. Takes a minute for it to realize you did the thing now and then. So for new writers, the idea of actually trying to run a stream based on the idea that you're an authority as a writer is kind of like, no, who's going to watch that? I'm pretty confident in my views on different writing rules and that kind of thing. That's not enough.
No, it wasn't a trip for biscuits. I gotta say, I am really impressed. How'd you keep your aim so steady? No, I don't want to ask how. Every torpedo's gotta have their secrets, right?
I swear I hear new lines from him all the time.
Since you showed up, that you'll keep coming, won't you?
Alright, what do we get? Think I already have that one, but that's okay. Can't tell if that's Jones Skies or Jones Stees. So yeah, let's say you write comedy and you can yuck it up on the stream. That fits, right? If you're not doing that, if you're writing in a genre that doesn't really match that sort of thing, it's just going to be tough. Who is that? Is that a merchant?
You'd think with all the monsters running around, we humans would get along better. Luckily,
Nothing.
most everyone sees the benefit of trade.
Hey, there's Joneskies. Alright. Say hello.
But that's why the Unstoppables invented maps.
So it doesn't really work to try to build an audience as an authority when you haven't published anything. It doesn't work to do it as an entertainer or personality if that's just not you. Building a stream about a love for a topic might be a thing. even that's, I think the problem there is that the overlap with between a lot of the things that you might do as a writer and streaming are going to be pretty narrow. Most of the streams I think that would work, it seems to me like that would work if what you're talking about, you know, the shared community you're trying to build, at least for a live stream, is something around some particular game. It's a game or some kind of event that you can broadcast. Let me go ahead and turn off some of the light. Yeah, actually get to show off a couple things I've been doing here. Looks better with the lights out. So yeah, let me just say, it basically just comes down to, it's like, well, is this really, back to the main question, is this really something to do to try to build up that kind of audience? And the answer might be no. Like, unless I can do it completely casually and maybe, you know, connect with some more people who really like, you know, literary magical realism or folklore, or folklore might work. Folklore might be the thing. But again, that's, could you build a community that basically loves folklore and collects it without, you know, that's sort of organized around someone who isn't an actual expert in folklore? I think that also would be a tough one. So, I don't know. Maybe this isn't a thing. Maybe it isn't going to work long term. So this is, if you haven't seen this before, I'm working on setting up a sort of a nightclub in the silo. And all I'm doing right now is I'm getting like the floor mapped out. I've took a lot of care to line up the floor with this this entryway so that it all lines up around the missile, so I can keep building on things, and it all just kind of, everything's oriented along a very regular, well-aligned grid. So that works well. And I'm kind of experimenting with different themes, different lighting options. Like you can see here, we're using the neutral lights to put a little motion on the dance floor, because thank you, Bethesda. They have relaxed, as you can see here, a lot of the building constraints in the shelters. Like, that is a magically floating, lit up Coke bottle. Nutricola bottle. Let's be very, very specific here. But anyway, so, yep, we got a little space theme here. It's kind of cute. Got the communist theme. That wall's wrong. Let's go ahead and fix that. Actually, I don't want to fix that. I have to take that. Oh, that's why I didn't fix it yet. Let's do a little extra work here to fix it. Like that. Because without that floorboard, you can't orient the wall that way. So there we go. So we got the steel bunker, the red wallpaper with the little Chinese communist robot lights. And, you know, I'm kind of thinking that if I actually follow through on this all the way, we could probably do different themes. So we could do there could be a Cold War theme, where over on one side you have this, and over on the other side you have stuff oriented around a U.S. flag or something. Space theme to be kind of fun. So we'll see. These I just like. I just love the way the lighting looks. So today I'm doing one thing, I think, and then I'm probably going to call it good for the stream. I'm going to see if I can get this light. I really want to light up the dance floor a little more. Like, this is okay. It'd be nice if I could make it brighter. Only way I can do that is by lowering this down. So you see there, you get more of the... But am I going to hit that? Oh, maybe that'll be fine. The problem then is that it just looks weird floating out there in the middle of everything. So it's okay to me if it's down there a ways, so long as it looks like it's actually suspended from something. So it begs the question then, what do you hang it from? Let's go in here and go to lights. And you only get 50 lights total in the whole place. So there's the other challenge. Oh, I just completely skipped by it there. There we go. So go in here. We will take one of these colored. lights that you can switch out. Put that in there. Wonder if they'll connect through the floor. Look at that. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, let's see if I can get that centered in the grating there. What? I didn't do that. Okay. Weird. Surprisingly difficult to line up. Like that. Just go straight under it. See if we can do it this way. How's that? Is that good? I think that's good. Good enough. Let's change the color and brightness a little bit. Mostly leave the color alone for right now. We'll just turn down the brightness. There we go. And then this. Oh, nope. That's wrong. Again, gotta get right under it and look straight up. Like that. Yeah, I don't want it to actually intersect. But I do want it to line up. I want it to be really close to that. Not close enough. So it gives the right effect. We got the spotted color on the floor. We can do like an array of these. Notice this isn't even hanging from anything, but we can give the illusion that they're suspended from these cables by running the wires in between them. I don't think that's lined up. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. That might be... So there's the problem. As soon as you get anywhere near the bottom of the actual light, it wants to put the bottle on top of the light. Are we still getting follows on there? I am. Someone is very busily following. Yeah, they're all at once, too. They're all actually at the same time. Get a hobby. Good grief.
Your hobby's following you.
I guess. It's a shitty hobby, pardon my French.
Sorry.
Huh?
Oh, I was just talking to my game.
Oh. Alright, you, away. There's the other option. We just kind of put them on the floor in the corners where... maybe that's the thing. Maybe we'll just leave the colored lights towards the middle. Put the motion out at the edges. Oh man, this thing. Still not. Why is it so bloody hard? Wait. And again, no blueprints in the game, so put that there. Yeah, I think. Let me check something here. Should have done this before. That's what I was afraid of. So I'm trying to make sure that the floors are all oriented the same way. Yep, it's going to try to move this. Let's get rid of that. Please go back in. There we go. Not so bad. I was worried that the couch was going to try to rotate with it. We're just going to get rid of you for right now. Trying to orient the floor the same way everywhere, just because if you don't, if I decide to change the texture on anything later, it's not going to line up. So I'm trying to take care now to make sure everything lines up correctly, because otherwise it's just going to be a nightmare at some point. Like now. No, it's just a little nightmare. Can't see anything going on there. No. Come back. There we go. Hello. Do the thing. There we go. And now we'll match that out here. So there's sort of a buffer that where the dance floor is the area in the center. And then there's this rim around the edge that is just normal carpeted whatever. Nope, that's backwards. So anyway, yeah, streaming, I mean, overall, streaming itself is fun. Just on its own. But realistically, if I'm going to pour this much time in it, it's got to line up with... It's got to be maybe more than just fun. Otherwise, I should probably just be spending the time writing instead. How are we doing? Beautiful. There we go. Okay, I'm going to actually change all of this too. And these already line up, I know, just because I took a lot of care to do this the other night. So... What? Oh well. I'm pretty sure I hit T. I'm not sure why it's scrapped. Well, it was lined up. There we go. Oi. Try that. But then we'll have to look at this. Nope, that one's backwards. All better? All better. Yeah, why is it not letting me change that one? That's really weird. That's how the other one got scrapped. It just wouldn't let me edit it. Is it because of you? It is. That's really weird. I've never seen that, where the light being on the floor somehow prevents you from changing the pattern. Okay. Whatever. Come on. Do it. There you go. Yeah, I think I like the darker carpet better. It makes the dance floor stand out more, which means this will stand out more, etc., etc. So I think that's good. Let's take this, and I'm going to use a different pattern just temporarily. Which one to use? We'll use that. So that I can use that as a guide to line this up on the floor. Now with a light there, is it going to let me... Oh, well, weird. I don't know. Still confused as to why it wouldn't let me change the light over there. This will probably need to be moved. Wonder if I can lift that up. Might try doing one in a different position over on this side just to compare them. And how many of these will we need? Hard to say. Let's see.
I'm back. Boy.
I cannot remember where those lights are. Are they in here? Yep. Interesting that that one's... Oh, it's because of those. Okay. Like, weird that that one's powered up considering how far away it is, but that's why. That'll work. So I think I tried putting one of these lights up on top of here. It didn't actually reach the floor, unfortunately. And whether that was because of a sort of a rendering issue where it doesn't allow light to pass through that grating, I imagine that's probably what it was. Let's go ahead and try this again real quick. Well, yeah, so you see it on the bottom there, but it doesn't actually reach all the way down. So, nope. Just put them in the middle of the dance floor here and there.
Manny says we're having cylindrical hamburgers because we have hot dog buns.
Down. Lower. Oh, that worked. Oh, so close. Man. No. No. That is the weirdest thing. That yeah, as soon as you try to put it anywhere near the light, it wants to put it on top of the light for some reason. Oh, nuisance. Well, I mean, heck, if you're gonna do that, put it up on top of the bulb at least. But no, it's not gonna do that either. What a pain. That's fairly close. To see how it looks from up here. Yeah, I mean, I think once I get the general... does it make the dance floor too small putting that there? I don't think so. Doesn't really need to be that big. get a better sense of how big things really are. Yeah, getting there, I think. So, let's see. One of the other things I wanted to try. How many lights do I have right now? Ew, almost half of them are used up. Yeesh. Where are the strobe lights? Nope. Nope. Oh, they're only vertical mount. Shoot. Like upside down mount. That's weird. Can I put them here? That kind of works. I mean, really, the only effect I'm trying to get here is, like when you... Here, let's go back here. When you looked at the silo, there's a little bit of motion around it, too, right? So you have the flashing lights down here to just add a little extra dynamic. So, yeah, I'll leave that there as a little test. Now these all have space behind them, but I'm kind of okay with that personally. I like the idea of having them pulled forward. That said, let's take this one apart. And scooch it back. Yeah, I can see where that works better. And straight, that one might be a little crooked. Like if this were a real club, you would be tempted to push them all back against the wall, right? Just feels cozier that way. See if that does it. Yep, that's better. Okay, let's make sure I can actually sit there. I can. Yeah, that works better. I think we'll do that with all of them. Don't think I'm going to do that right now, though. In fact, let's go ahead. I'm going to wrap things up here. Let's go to the scoreboard. See how we did. One more thing. 150 atoms, which, hey, I'll take it. With that 150 atoms, let's go ahead and go into the atomic shop and go to, is it camp? It's probably camp.
I have so much gold and I have no idea what I want to do with it.
Didn't see those. That's kind of fun. One day, huh? We'll see. I think I have enough for that. And having different lighting options is definitely a good thing. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. We'll see how it looks. We'll put it in the communist cubicle. Oh, that wasn't the only thing. Back we go to camp. Go down again. Where are the other things I was looking for? Oh, did they? I hope they didn't remove them. Nope, there they are. Kind of wish you could. You can't pose the mannequins, can you?
No, I want to make them sit down, and you cannot.
A max of 5 mannequins can be built in a given camp or shelter, so you can use them in the shelter.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, let's put this stuff to use. Whoops. So I need another little bench there. Another table. Whoops. Is that it? I guess that's it. And then we go to lights. Where's my novelty lamp? There it is. Oh, it's too bright. Why? Oh, man. Look how bright that is. Well, it's very cool looking, though. It's cool that you can see, it's kind of like a lava lamp. You can actually see the stuff moving around inside. But what is with that brilliant white glow off of... Like, no. It does not look right. Bethesda has this thing, like all the vast majority of the lights. Look at how intense that is. It's not even sitting on the floor. Well, unfortunately, should have looked that one up. That one's a bit of a waste. I don't think I'm going to be able to use that. Shoot. Oh well. $3. But, you know, on the positive side, I do like how these are coming together. I think that's going to look good. I think I'm going to focus on these, trying to get the spacing correct. So 2 per, we can do probably a total of like 9 out on the dance floor. So I will work out the spacing there and see what I can do. That's going to be 18 lights total just for those, just for the dance floor. And I'm already at I'm using up about half the lights. However, there are a few I'll get back because I'm not really thrilled with how those look. They look kind of cheesy. It's really hard to position them properly up there, and this thing has its own lighting anyway. So I think between the default lighting for this and then the little blinky lights, the little strobes down on the side, I think that'll be fine. But then I'm also going to probably have to put some lights up there, so it might be... I may have to plan like 1 light in each of these. 1 light per cube, because otherwise, again, I'm going to run out really, really quick. And that's not to mention, I haven't even done anything with these yet. So, gotta work within the constraints, though. Figure it out somehow. Let's see. I bet those things are probably floor decor. Let's just put one of those in. Not sure where they would be. Or are they displays? They are displays. There we go. And apparently I need to get some armor out. Or some clothes.
There you are. It came out of the package. So yeah, exactly. It was nice.
So yeah, aside from all this today, kind of reflecting on like why stream, what makes a good stream, how do you build an audience, I think the net takeaway is that maybe it'd be good to be done for a while. Again, I tried before and it actually did. I did end up spending more time writing. Might be time to get back to that again. Excuse me. Just fun as it is, surprisingly, there are just too many problems that come along with it. And it's just not really going where I want. So, all told, I don't know. We'll see. Really need to find some more like normal everyday clothes. Sure, we'll try that.
Do you need help from brother or anything, kiddo?
What did you do?
Okay.
Stop it.
Food burgers? Yeah.
I don't even know. So apparently I can look at my entire inventory here. Okay. Let's do that. And, of course, the spacesuit. Sure, that works. I don't want it though. I guess. Good enough. Good enough for what I'm doing. Alright, let's see. How many of these do we have across the way? So we have, what? Boy, they're tough to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Is that correct? Boy, they really are hard to gauge, aren't they? There we go. You can see on the ends. Yep. 1, 2, 3.
How can you cook them like that?
I've got 4 right now. Might want to expand that out to 5. And the other thing is, I put this here, but I really do want to keep the dance floor centered on this hallway. So I actually need to change these back, which means I might need to move that one back again, which should be okay. But yeah, we'll assume 5. We'll say it's 5 squares wide. Can use that to kind of figure out the lighting, do a little map, see how that might work. These look like they take up about 1 tile, somewhere around there. Yeah, in any case, I think it's going to be fun. I'm liking the way it's turning out. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. And hope you have a good day. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you later this week.